Myself Ajay Chakti, Secretary AR, Government of Arunachal Pradesh. I am here to brief you all regarding the steps taken by the government for bringing reforms in Arunachal Pradesh Public Service Commission. A very warm welcome to you all. First thing, after responding to any crisis is whether we go down or whether we bounce back. In Arunachal, we have always bounced back, and today I will give you a summary of the reforms that have been undertaken by the government and some recent developments regarding Public Service Commission. So friends, as you know, it was in August last year when we heard about this unfortunate incident of paper leakage matter. As you are aware, the first thing was that the government constituted a 3-member inquiry committee. The focus of this inquiry committee was on the standard operating procedure being used in the commission. It was more of a civil inquiry. Within 15 days, the committee gave its report. It made about 17 recommendations. The report was shared with the civil society. It was uploaded on the website. It has also been shared with the commission. So that is about the reforms part internally within APPSC. Second aspect was about the investigation part. As you are aware, first Arunachal Police started its investigation after registering an FIR on August 29th, I think it was. Then SIC took over because SIC has the powers under Prevention of Corruption Act. Then after requests from civil society, the investigation was handed over to CBI. The broad summary of the investigation is that 54 arrests were made. Then CBI took over. It registered 2 cases. One case pertaining to this specific exam, and the second case was about all exams conducted from 2014. So the point here is that the government gave a free hand to the investigating agencies. You go ahead, we are ready to cleanse the system, and that process is continuing. After this investigation part, there was a suggestion from civil society that fast-track court should be appointed for early disposal of the matter. So Guwahati High Court was requested, and we received yes, which was notified. So the Sessions Court in UPA has been notified as fast-track court to take up the APPSC paper leakage matter further. The government also unhesitatingly invited Enforcement Directorate to investigate under the PMLA, that is Prevention of Money Laundering Act. So this ambit will be wider. It can cover the properties, assets of any person beyond the leakage aspect, beyond the APPSC leakage matter. So that part is continuing. Regarding disciplinary proceedings, out of the 54 arrests made, 41 pertain to government officials. So 21 cases were of regular employees, and about 19 pertain to those cases which are yet to be regularized, which are yet to be confirmed. So using a clause under the appointment order which says that your services can be terminated within 30 days. So the employees who were yet to be confirmed, they were terminated after giving notice. These are about 19 people. Some of them have gone to court, and that part we will come to know as and when the case proceeds. About 21 cases pertain to disciplinary proceedings. These are regular employees. So this is a long drawn out process. Inquiry officer is appointed, presenting officer is appointed, you issue notices, you give them hearing, you allow defense witness, you allow defense assistant to cross question, etc. So that procedure is elaborate, long, it takes about a year or so. But even in these cases, even in such a scenario, around 8 cases, in 8 cases, disciplinary proceedings have already been concluded. So the next step will be the disciplinary authority will issue appropriate orders depending upon the gravity of the matter. Another aspect which has pertained to this matter, overall matter, was draft SOP. So one is finding the mistakes by the inquiry committee, that was the first step. Now second aspect was preparing a draft SOP for the commission. So the government took this initiative as well, though it is not the job of the government. So a draft SOP was prepared and shared with the commission. When the commission is constituted fully, I hope they will consider this and make a new SOP so that internal issues can be sorted out. Now another aspect is about protection of the whistleblowers like Gyamar Padang. There is always a threat that such people can be caused harm. So the government has contemplated something like Whistleblower Act. The government was advised that the rules under this act can be framed by the state government. So the cabinet has formed a committee, and additional secretary law is the chairman of that committee. Whenever that committee gives its recommendations, further progress will be done. One aspect that came into the knowledge of the government was that those employees who were working in APPSC earlier and were involved in malpractices, they continued to do so. Why? Because APPSC had a separate cadre. They could not be transferred anywhere else. So once the High Court left them without any punishment, when the disciplinary proceedings in the previous exams, 2014, etc., were not concluded, the High Court issued an order, it quashed the entire proceedings, and those people continued to be in APPSC. So that was a very big systemic problem. The government took a proactive stand, and all these people in APPSC, whether it is clerical, whether it is superintendent level, whether it is controller level, they were merged with the respective cadres of Itanagar Civil Secretariat. Now they can be transferred, and we will be adopting a norm that they will be transferred after a period of 2 years, especially those peoples who are handling sensitive assignments like controller exam, like deputy controller exam, assistant controller exams. These are very sensitive assignments where the interaction is with the even the examination paper setters, with the those who conduct the exams on the date of exam, with the secretary of the board or commission, sorry. So these 3 places, these 3 posts are most sensitive posts in the commission. So we will ensure in future that they are transferred after 2 years, that there is no hanky-panky and there is no vested interests in the commission. Now coming to future, we don't have to be ensconced in any comfort zone. It is very easy to say we have investigated, 54% scored, SOP finalized, commission constituted or being constituted. But what is the threat? What is the fear factor for the persons who are committing such malpractices? So a draft bill has been prepared on the directions of the cabinet. It is uploaded on the website. Website name is arungoward.nic.in. We have posted it on 29th or 30th. Please download it. Please share it with others. Please give us suggestions within a period of 4 weeks so that these can be placed before the cabinet for finalization of a draft bill, and it shall have heavy penalties, fine, arrest, whatever you think of, which even the Indian Penal Code does not contemplate. The punishment will be extremely stringent, and the Honorable CM has been very particular about it, that we must take steps not only for the past but also to prevent such happening in future. Now a recent development is there. We had written to the Public Service Commission, please hold exams, please conduct exams for Arunachal for Group A and B posts. The Commission has replied on 24th of April. It said no, we won't. Whatever the reasons, I am not going into that. Main issue is the ball has come back to us. So 24th their letter came by WhatsApp. By 29th we have issued advertisement for chairman and 3 members, 3 vacant posts of members of the commission. So that is the latest development. Here we have given 3 to 4 weeks for application. We have added a pro forma also for property returns, so that at the initial stage itself we know how much property he or she is holding, not only in his name but also in the name of his family. So after about 3-4 weeks, let us hope we get sufficient number of applications. I am sure media friends will help us in apprising all concerned that they should apply, considering the august nature of this office. This is a constitutional body. This should not be subject to any tribal differences. अरुणाचल में सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि वो मेरी ट्राइब का है कि नहीं. तो we have to rise above this thoughts, and we have to ensure that the best people get selected in the Public Service Commission. That is where the future of our youth lies.
यहाँ पे कोई नया कुछ आपने कुछ बोला, जो पहले से ही बोलते आए वही बोला. एक पॉइंट जो आपने मेंशन किया है रिगार्डिंग गवर्नमेंट ने जो अपील किया था कमीशन को कि ग्रुप ए एंड बी का जो एग्जाम कंडक्ट करेंगे, जिसका रिप्लाई नो आया है. हम सर आपने कहा कि डीपली आप नहीं पूछना चाहेंगे, लेकिन आई गेस जितने भी दर्शक देख रहे हैं, स्पेशली जो एस्पिरेंट्स है, वो जानना चाहेंगे कि कमीशन की तरफ से नो क्यों कहा गया, रीजन क्या दिया गया उनकी तरफ से.
तो आपके क्वेश्चन में 2 पार्ट्स हैं. पहला पार्ट है कि कुछ भी नया नहीं कहा गया, तो मैं नया क्या है बता देता हूँ. लास्ट टाइम जब स्टेटमेंट दी गई थी उसमें डिसिप्लिनरी प्रोसीडिंग्स कंप्लीटेड 0 थे. आउट ऑफ 21, 0 डिसिप्लिनरी प्रोसीडिंग्स वेर कंप्लीटेड. इंक्वायरी ऑफिसर की रिपोर्ट, अब वो इंक्वायरी ऑफिसर की रिपोर्ट 8 केसेस में आ गई है. तो आप सोचिए कहाँ कैप्टन रिंगो का मामला था जहाँ पे 6 साल लगे थे पूरे प्रोसेस को, मतलब काफ़ी साल लगे थे इस प्रोसेस को, और कहाँ कुछ महीनों में ही यहाँ पे इंक्वायरी रिपोर्ट्स आ रही हैं. एक तो नया पार्ट ये हो गया. दूसरा नया पार्ट इस प्रकार से है कि जैसे ही कमीशन से रिस्पांस आया without waiting we have advertised because it is about the future of the youth. तीसरी नई चीज़ इसमें यह है कि ड्राफ्ट बिल जो बार बार मुख्यमंत्री जी कहते रहे हैं कि फ्यूचर के लिए, इसका बिल का नाम है प्रिवेंशन ऑफ द अरुणाचल प्रदेश पब्लिक एग्जामिनेशन मेजर्स फॉर प्रिवेंशन ऑफ अनफेयर मीन्स इन रिक्रूटमेंट एक्ट। तो जिन्हें भी ये चाहिए हो वो डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। अगर नहीं डाउनलोड कर पाए तो हमारे ऑफिस स्टाफ आपको हेल्प कर देंगे, कहाँ पे अवेलेबल है ये वेबसाइट पे। तो ये तीन चीज़ें तो बड़ी क्लियरली न्यू है। रिजॉल्व ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इज देयर एज इन द पास्ट, इट इज देयर। गवर्नमेंट इज फर्म दैट नो वन विल अलाउड टू गेट अवे। अब जहाँ तक आपका पार्ट 2 है प्रश्न का कि क्या रीजंस हैं जिसके कारण पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन ने ये मना किया, तो मैं अपने एआर डिपार्टमेंट के साथी से रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा, विंस जी आप वो जो यूपीएससी से चिट्ठी आई है उसको कृपया करके आईपीआर को दे दीजिएगा, ये मीडिया से शेयर कर देंगे ताकि सबके नॉलेज में रहे। ठीक है जी, आई होप दैट विल हेल्प यू रेदर देन वेस्टिंग योर टाइम कि ये रीज़न है। आपको जो व्हाट्सएप पे आया है वहाँ से वही दे।
क्योंकि एज अ गवर्नमेंट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आप ब्रीफिंग रख रहे हैं, तो सर हाल ही में ही स्टेट के जो पुलिस है उनकी तरफ से डेड तुमी कांगक जी का भी उन्होंने ब्रीफिंग रखा था। उसके चलते फिर उनके फैमिली वाले एनगालो वेलफेयर सोसाइटी की तरफ से उन्होंने ब्रीफिंग रखा। उन्होंने डिसअपॉइंटमेंट दिखा रहे थे कि प्रॉपरली इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं कर अभी डायरेक्शन दूसरी ओर ही ले जा रहे, सुसाइडल तरफ में ले जा रहे, सर ये कहना है। तो ऐसे स्कोप अभी आप गवर्नमेंट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है तो आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे सर इसको लेकर?
फर्स्टली इट इज़ ए वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट इंसिडेंट कि हमारा कोई साथी इस प्रकार से उसकी डेथ हो, इज वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट। सेकेंड एस्पेक्ट इज अबाउट द इन्वेस्टिगेशन पार्ट। तो ये पुलिस का रोल है इसमें, ये मैं सिविल एरिया को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकता हूँ। उनके प्रोसेस इंक्वायरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन प्रोसेस में क्या अपनाया गया क्या नहीं अपनाया गया, सो आई एम नॉट कॉम्पिटेंट टू आंसर अबाउट देयर इन्वेस्टिगेशन। हाउएवर उनका काफ़ी डिटेल्स मैंने मीडिया में देखा है, तो उसमें आपको कुछ लगे तो वहाँ पे एआईजी हैं संजय भाटिया जी, कभी भी आप उनको जाके मिल लीजिए, वो आपको फर्दर गाइड कर देंगे आपके कोई स्पेसिफिक क्वेरीज हो तो।